Hello guys, this is Ali Solanki and today we'll be talking about how the rich avoid taxes legally. Now this is one of my favorite topics ever since I had heard in the news that Amazon does not pay any kind of tax, and I was really fascinated by this particular statement. Now I wanted to know how the rich get away without paying taxes, and I had heard about this quite a lot of times. So why do the middle class people pay the highest amount of taxes? Why the rich avoid taxes? And what do they know about the tax laws? What do they know about how money works that lets them avoid taxes? Now, before I begin, I want to give you certain examples for this. So, the first one is Elon Musk himself. He pays $11 billion in taxes. Now, why did this happen? Musk actually had sold almost $11 billion worth of his Tesla stocks. Now, when you sell your stocks, when you sell certain assets that you currently have, and when you get the money out of it, you have to pay capital gains tax on top of it. So, that's why this amount looks so huge. But if you see majority of the other billionaires like Jeff Bezos, or anyone else, they hold on to their stocks. They don't sell them so that they don't have to pay taxes on it. Now, an interesting fact about taxes is that until and unless you're selling your stocks, you're not taxed on top of it. Most of the taxes that these guys are paying are capital gains tax. They are not paying some income tax that you and I are paying, which goes up to 30% for us. Now, as I said, for us, it is income tax. So that means, say for example, I have $100,000 yearly income. Before I even get any kind of cash in my hand, the income tax is deducted right off from that. So I would get, say, around $70,000 to $80,000 in my hand. But for people who are running the show, the people who own businesses, who own companies, they don't have to pay taxes until and unless they are selling their stocks. And even when they sell their stocks, like Elon Musk has done over here, they are charged with capital gains tax. Now, capital gains tax is capped at around 15 to 20% depending on the country that you're living in. But as for income tax, it is capped at around 30 to 40% of your income. That's why the rich are able to get away without paying any kind of taxes, whereas the people who are middle class, they have to pay taxes every single year without fail. But you can change these things. You can change how much tax you're paying, and this can be done by going from a salaried individual to going towards being a business owner. Say for example, I'm currently earning through YouTube, so YouTube can be a business of my own. Now of course, I'm paying for the lights, I'm paying for the camera, I'm paying for all the gears that you see over here. If I was an individual, then this would be termed as my own personal expenses. However, now that I've opened my own business, it will be termed as business expense. And when it is shifted towards business expense, it can be deducted from your income. What I mean by this is, say for example, I'm earning through YouTube around 40 lakhs per year. Then if my business expenses is around 20 lakhs, then I can deduct my business expenses from my income and get that 20 lakhs of taxable income only. If I didn't open that business, then I would be taxed at that 40 lakhs. However, if I didn't open that business and didn't show my business expenses, then I would basically have to pay for that 40 lakhs. Now, of course, there are other ways to save up on taxes as well. For example, you can invest up to $19,000 every single year in a traditional 401k or even the IRA, but these are for the US. For India, you can invest in a PPF or an ELSS funds. So these are non-taxable. But with all of these options, there is a limit. So with PPF and ELSS fund, you can only invest up to 1.5 lakh rupees per year, and in the 401k, traditional 401k option, you can only invest up to $19,000 per year. But all the money that you will be investing in these options are non-taxable, and you can basically get away without paying any kind of taxes legally. So the major goal of all of these things is to be taxed at a lower income than you currently have by showing all of these expenses and investing options. Now, of course, if you think from the government's point of view, you will see that they are not taxing people who are generating employment for them. People who generate employment are considered to be an asset for the society. So that's why you see these rich people not paying a lot of tax, because they are generating employment for the country. But of course, before even thinking about avoiding a lot of taxes, you should learn about how to make money, and this video will help you in the same.